Okay, now I'm going to record the session. So let's start with Microsoft Excel. Can you see my screen? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now from today we are going to start a Microsoft Office package, and so this consists of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access, and more than that actually it contains, but we talk about those four applications, right? Microsoft Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint. And in this semester, we are going to talk about Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. And from the next semester, I start Access. Okay, now, so today I start Microsoft Excel. So here, actually, it's a concept of spreadsheet, right? So the spreadsheet means spreadsheet is a computer application for organizing, analyzing, and the storage of data in tabular form, right? So that is the concept of the spreadsheet. Here you can see this is a spreadsheet, and here you can see different columns and different rows, right? So this is a tabular form, and here you can see this is the real image of the Microsoft Excel, and this is, I think, 2003 interface, right? Because uh, this image a little bit older image, but the concept is same, right? So applications of spreadsheets, and if you consider the applications, so here uh, there are several application areas, and I have mentioned three of them. Uh, so this is in the field of business, right? So we can consider the first application area is business area, right? So here, in this context, we can keep up our uh, organization documents, and we can manage office accounts, and we can prepare salary reports. So many things we can do by using Microsoft Excel in the context of the business. And in the field of domestic work, so that is the second application area. So here we can prepare the daily income and expenditure reports, right? So that is also can be done by using Microsoft Excel. And if you consider the context of the university administration activities, so we can find total marks, average marks, and we can prepare charts of marks. So we can represent your marks by using Excel as a visual representation by using graphs, right? So those are the three application areas. So what is the first one? First one is business, and under that we can keep office accounts, and then we can prepare salary reports. And likewise, we have here three application areas, right? So that is how we can use spreadsheets. So these things are really important, and maybe some questions from these sections. Then here, so Microsoft Office Excel environment. So here, Microsoft Office is a collection of Office-related applications, and each application serves as a unique purpose and offers a specific service to its users. So here you can see Microsoft Word. So we can use Microsoft Word for so documenting purpose, like create reports and letters and everything, like we can deal with more text. And if you consider Microsoft Excel, we can most probably we can deal with numeric data, and then PowerPoint. Yeah, we can create some presentations. So, and if you consider Microsoft Access, we can create some databases and we can deal with data and we can integrate those databases with other applications, and we can store our data. So likewise, we have different applications, and we have Microsoft OneNote. So that is also important for note taking purpose. So those are the several applications which comes as an application package. That means all these applications will come under Microsoft Office package, right? Here, so this is the timeline of the Microsoft Office. Here you can see it has been started in between 1995 and 1996, right? So at that time, we called that Office package as Office 95, and after that, Office 97 came, and then later we had Office 2000, and then Office XP, Office 2003, and later 2007. Then we got 2010 Office package, and after that 2013. Then very recently we got 2016, and now also we are having different versions, and Office 2019 has also come, and after that I think newer versions are also available. So that is the timeline of the Microsoft Office package. That is how they evaluate. That is how they came into the picture, right? So from 2009, from 1995, right? From 1995 to 2021, right? So that is the 2019 Office package. Then, so Microsoft Office applications, and I talked about that. So Microsoft Word for word processing, and Microsoft PowerPoint for PowerPoint presentation, and Excel for spreadsheet application, and Microsoft Access for database management systems. And we have more, right? So Microsoft Outlook, so that is a communication application, just sending and receiving emails. We can use Microsoft Outlook. And Microsoft Publisher, so that is a desktop publishing application, right? So that is the application that we can use to do some desktop publishing task. And then Microsoft OneNote, so that is a really important note-taking app. And the next one is InfoPath Designer, so that is a form development app. Most of the time nowadays we are using OneNote and Outlook. Then these four applications are really important: Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Access. And after that, we use most of the time, because of the situation of the country, OneNote is really important for note taking and teaching. And Outlook is also really important for business organizations to manage their emails. Then here, Microsoft SharePoint Workspace Collaboration app. So that is also another application. And then Microsoft Link, and that is also a communication application. So these are the other Office packages. That is Office 365, and that is a subscription-based model where you pay monthly or annual fee to use its suite, right? So that is the online version of the Office package, right? So actually we can use this one as same as the Microsoft Excel, Word, right? So that is similar, but that is coming under other Office packages. So Office Online, and that is also a free and scaled down version, and actually it contains a limited set of features of Office 365. However, it does not include Publisher or Access, right? So that is Office Online, and we can use that one. And that is a free and scaled down version, and it contains limited features. So then spreadsheet application packages, if you consider some other uh, application packages that is similar to Office, so LibreOffice Calc, that means that is similar to the Microsoft Excel, and Apple Numbers, that is also similar to the Excel, and Microsoft Excel, that is we are going to discuss this one now, right? So other application that is similar to Excel is LibreOffice, Apple Numbers, Genome, Lotus, Google Sheet, right? So those are the applications, application packages that is similar to the Microsoft Excel. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, because these things, and I think actually you have done these things in grade 11 or in your school time, and but I need to teach these things also, because this is the complete course and a complete course, and it contains everything, right? So from the beginning, everything, I have included everything here. So Microsoft Excel, and the Excel spreadsheet app lets you to create, view, edit, and share your files with others quickly and easily, right? So create spreadsheet and data analysis, charts, and budgets, and more, right? So while you view and edit workbooks attached to email messages, right? So then this is the basic parts of the Microsoft Excel window, right? So here, so this is the title bar, and here you can see book one, right? And Microsoft Excel, and this is the name of the document, and this is the application title, right? So title bar, and it contains name of the applicant, name of the file, right? So in this time it's book one, and if you rename this one with other name, then you can see that name here, right? So then here you can see quick access toolbar, and it contains several quick access options, right? So we can save, undo, redo, and this is the Office button, and this was available only the earlier and mid range. That means I think after 2000, from 2007 to 2013, and this button was available, right? So nowadays, newer Office versions, you can't see this kind of Office button, right? So this image has been taken. I think this is 2007, right? Here, this is the name box, and you can see the cell name. And here, this is the select all button, right? Select all, and I'll show you these things in the real application also, but just consider this image, and you can understand, right? So everything you can find here. This is the formula bar, right? This is the formula bar, and these are the column headings, right? So what's this? This is the ribbon, right? So this entire bar is ribbon, right? Ribbon, you can see this area, this one, right? So the ribbon means a ribbon contains tabs and everything, right? Okay. Then these are the column headings. You can see A, B, C, D, and up to here you can see up to V, and we have more than that. And this is the active cell. You can see this bold border, black border, right? So that is the active cell. And here you can see row headings, and it comes with numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, likewise we have numbers. Okay, then this is the status bar. Here you can see the status of the worksheet, right? So here, and here you can see uh, sheet tab control buttons. Here actually we have sheet 1, sheet 2, and sheet 3, right? So you can see here, this is another button, then you can click on this and then you can get some more sheets, right? The same document. Here, if you consider this part, so these are the view shortcuts. You can see here three options available, and we can discuss these things with our real application. And here, this is the zoom control, and you can see minus button here and plus button here, and this is the you can move this uh, button here and there, then you can adjust the view of your Excel sheet. So this is the horizontal scroll bar. You can scroll here and there, then you can see some other stuff that you cannot see in the screen, right? So by scrolling. And the same thing we can do by using a vertical scroll bar also. Here, this is the vertical scroll bar, right? So you can scroll up and down, and then you can see the hidden areas of the document. So those are the things. And here you can see the worksheet window. This is the middle part. Okay. Is it okay? You know these things, right? Any problems? And only 103. So what happens to others? I think maybe 9 or 8 students didn't join to this session. Sometimes they may think they know these things, and we don't need to join the session because we know, no, that is not the case. You need to participate each and every session because we consider your attendance. So otherwise, if you uh, cannot get sufficient attendance, then you will not be able to sit for the exams, right? So then you, at the beginning, you you are going to repeat the subject, right? Because of the attendance, right? And the last time also the same thing happened. And so your attendance are really important, both practicals and lectures. Is it okay? Your response is really important, and I'm waiting for your responses. Okay. So now, so you can see and everything I have mentioned here, quick access toolbar. So that is a collection of buttons that provide one-click access to commonly used commands such as save, undo, redo, right? So the title bar, a bar that display the name of active workbook, right? So then ribbon, so the main set of commands and controls organized task in tabs and groups. That is the ribbon. And then column heading, so the letters that appear along the top of the worksheet to identify the different columns in the worksheet. So worksheet window, so a window that displays an Excel worksheet basically. So this is where you work all the tasks. So then active cell, so the cell selected in the active worksheet, right? So that is the active cell means this one. Here you can see. So this bold shell. Then name box, so that is a box that displays the cell reference of the active cell, right? This one. Here you can see A3, right? So you can see A3. So that is the name of the cell, right? By considering the references, that means column name and row number, right? Column name first, that is A, row number, then that is 3, then A3. right? Okay, then formula bar. So a bar that displays the value of formula entered in the active cell, right? So that is the formula bar, and it displays the value of formula entered in the active cell. So then vertical scroll bar. So what's that? So the vertical scroll bar, we can use that one to scroll, right, vertically throughout the worksheet window. And then horizontal scroll bar. So the scroll bar to use when you want to scroll horizontally throughout the worksheet window. Then zoom controls. So, and we use zoom controls used to magnify and shrinking the active worksheets, right? So next one is view shortcuts, and I have shown that one. So those are the buttons that we can use to change how the worksheet content is displayed. So it contains actually normal page layout or page break view, right? So then sheet tabs. So the tabs, the display the name of the worksheet in workbook. By default, it's name sheet 1, sheet 2, etc. Right? Maybe sheet 3. So you can rename this to any name, the best represent to the your sheet, right? Then row headings. So that is the number of the number that appears on the left of the worksheet window to identify the different rows, right? So this one, you can see these numbers, right? Then select all button. So a button that select all the cells in an active worksheet, right? So here, this is the Excel ribbon. If you consider this one, you can see different things. So Excel ribbon is the row of tabs and icons at the top of the Excel window that allows you to quickly find, understand, and use commands for completing a particular task. Right here, you can see different tabs available, and under that tabs, you can see different groups available. Right. So, and here you can see very small arrow, right? So diagonal direction arrow. So this is the dialog launchers, right? So if you need more controls under a particular group, then what you need to do here, you need to click on this little diagonal arrow, and then you can launch the dialog launcher. So then you can get more configurations, right? So you can change more configuration settings, and then you can preview what happens if you apply those things to your sheet. So those things can be done by using these dialog launchers, because in here you can see only very limited set of features. But if you need more than that, then you can click on this little diagonal arrow, and then you can change the entire settings. So here, columns, if you consider this column, so the column consisting of group of vertical cells, right? So here, this is a column. You can see group of vertical cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Likewise, we have multiple cells, right? So a cell is the intersection of a column and a row. So the cell is a intersection. Intersection means this place, right? So intersection of a column and row. So this is a column and this is a row, right? So this is the intersection point and this is the cell, right? Here, this is a row, right? So you can see this row, this one. This is a row, right? So a row consisting of group of horizontal cells. You can see group of horizontal cells in a particular row, right? So first one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So here you can see 5 cells. So those cells are horizontal cells, and that is a group of cells, and we call that as a row, right? So that is a row. Then cell. A cell is the intersection of a column and row. So I told that one. Now cell addressing. How you can address a particular cell, right? Here you can see the cell address given as column heading and the row number and indicate in the name box, right? So this is the name box, and here you can see, so the here you can see column heading B and then the row number 3. So then you can see, you can call this as B3, right? B3, the first thing, column name, then the second thing, row number. Then here you can see B3. So this is the B3 cell, right? B3 cell, this one. Then cell range. So range of selected cells in clause, right? So here you can see this is a cell range, right? So actually here you can see if you consider this kind of cell range here, what is the first? The starting point of the cell range is B4. This is B and this is 4, right? So this is B4 and this is the ending area of this ending cell of this cell range. What's that? That is D7. That is D7. That is the ending cell of this entire cell range. So uh, how you indicate this particular cell range? The first thing you need to select the starting cell of the cell range. So that is B4, and ending cell of the cell range, that is D7, according to this, right? And here you can see the another example, right? So it starts from F4. This is F column, and it starts from F4, right? So this is the row number, right? So you can see F4, and here you can see the ending cell of this cell range is F10, right? You know these things. Now worksheet and workbook, right? So worksheet or sheet is a single page, and workbook is the name given to an Excel file, right? And contains one or more worksheets, right? So this is also important. Worksheet and workbook, right? So here, worksheet or sheet is a single page, and workbook is the name given to an Excel file and contains one or more worksheets. So if I ask what is the difference between worksheet and workbook, then your answer should be this one. Okay. Now, up to now, if you are having any questions, anything you need to know, then you can ask. So how is it? Is it okay? No, in exam paper, I'm not going to ask the structure of the Excel application window. No, no, I'm not going to ask that kind of things because that is not really important to ask such kind of questions because while you are using that application, you will probably familiar with all the options. So then actually, I'm not going to ask such kind of questions, right? Okay, so now I'm going to move forward with data types, right? So up to now I discussed very basic stuff, and actually that is a little journey about Excel, right? So and the application interface of the application and different things you can do I discussed, and that is enough to familiar with Excel, right? So then we can discuss about data types, right? So we have different data types in the Microsoft Excel. Also have different data types, right? Here the first data type is text data, also known as string data, right? The data can consist of a combination of letters, numbers, and some other symbols. Here you can see, if you consider this set of information, here it contains some text, that means the names, district, province, so all these things are text. And here you can see telephone numbers, and those numbers are numeric data, that means numbers. And here you can see uh, the text content with some symbols. So you can see here at symbol, right? So all these things are text data, or we can call these things as string data, right? So most of the time we use this string term when you are going to write a computer program by using a particular programming language, right? So maybe Java, maybe C++, any language, right? So every language contains this set of data, and we call this data as string data. So that is in the context of the programming language. And here Excel also the same thing, we have string data, that means the data type. So under the data type we have text data, and we call this data as string data also, right? So the string term most of the time we use in the context of the programming, right? And here also correct, no problem, right? So you will familiar with those terms when I teach you some of the programming stuff with different programming languages. So then numeric data. So numeric data means the data with numerical figure are called numeric data, right? So here, and most of the time, and it's right aligned. So that is by default right aligned. Here you can see 456, right? So that is right aligned, right? And here 6436.08, so that is also right aligned, right? So by default, numeric data can be seen as right aligned data. Here you can see uh, only these numbers and characters can be used in numeric values, right? So 0 to 9, right? So, and here you can see characters. So here you can see comma, and this is period, and then positive, negative, parenthesis, and percent, and exponential notation, right? So this is also exponential notation, E, right? So then, so here you can see some data types, right? So numeric data types here, right? So integer, you can see this value as 23. So this is integer, right? So this value 5.7, 5.72, that is decimal, right? 5.72, that is decimal. And here fractional, you can see 3, 1/4, right? So that is fractional. And then this value is percentage, 65%. And the next one is, you can see 4.37 plus 0.4, right? So that is scientific, right? So this E means exponential notation in the base of 10, right? Exponential notation in the base of 10, right? Then we can discuss more detail about these scientific numbers, right? So later I will discuss that one. So that is this is only for data types, no, just only I discuss with the level of data types, right? So then we can discuss these things in detail later, right? Then date, you know, so this is a date, right? So this is the, actually we can see here, this is the year, and this can be month, and this is the day, right? And we can change the structure of the date format also. We have that one, we can change that one. And here you can see this is the time, right? And this is currency, right? 400 rupees. Now see here, right? So date and time data can be used for handling dates, time, or combination of the two, right? So how the date appears in the cell depends on how you are going to format your cell, right? So here you can see this one, text entered in the cell January 15, 2015, and text displayed in the cell would be like this: 15, then Jan, that means January, and then 10, right? So you can see how we can format the text, that means the date and time that we can see on the Excel sheet, right? So two different structures, right? So then number formats. So here you can see we have different number formats. The first one is number. So that means, for an example, 10, 25, 100, likewise, right? So then the same number can be formatted as currency, right? So then we can add some currency symbols like rupee, dollar, yen, or something like that. Then accounting. So in accounting, lines of currency symbols and decimal points in a column, right? So that is accounting. We can format the cell or particular cell range to accounting. That is the format of the cell, right? So then we can, if you consider the date, so we can use short date, right? So here you can see we can add short date like this: 2018, and then the 25. So that is the date, and then month. So then we can add the long date also. So that means the detailed date, right? So it contains text: Tuesday, February 25 and 2018. So then time. So here you can see time is 1:30 p.m. or 10 a.m. We can add different time formats, right? AM and PM. Then percentage. So, you know, we can add some percentage values we can format a particular value to percentage by using this percentage format, and then fraction format. So here you can see 2/9, 4/5. So those are the fractional numbers. Then the scientific numbers, if you consider the scientific numbers, we can convert a particular number to scientific number, right? So I'll show you an example also, right? So I'm going to open my Excel. Okay, now let's see example with scientific numbers. So that is really important. So if you consider this number 0.0000, right, and 75. So if you convert this number to a scientific number, so it should be, so suppose I need 7.5, something like that. So I need to convert that value. So how you can convert that value? So I need to float my decimal point to after the 7, right? So then how should I write that one? 7.5, right? Then 7.50. So then I need to add E, right? So E means, exponential notation in the base of 10, right? And here you can see I moved my decimal point from 6 places from here, right? So then you can add that one as minus. You need to mention it as minus 0.6, right? So now you know the real value of this value, right? What's that? Oh, you can't see my Excel sheet. So I'll share. I'll share again. Okay, I'm going to share my Excel also. Now can you see? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here this is a value, right? So here you can see 0.00000075. So if I need to convert this value, so here you can see the format is general, right? So the format is general. So if I need to convert this value to scientific, what would be the value, right? So I can convert this value as like this. So how can I convert this value? So I can move this decimal point to between 7 and 5, right? So here 7.50, then E. So E means exponential value in the base of 10, right? And so because I move to the right side of the actually I moved this decimal point from this location to the right side, so then that is minus 0.6, right? So 6 positions I have shifted that decimal point, right? So then, so this is the scientific value, right? Okay, so I'll give you example. Could you please convert this value and tell me the equivalent scientific value, right? 7 right? Could you please convert this value to scientific without using this option? Just you can use your knowledge and uh, convert, right? Tell me the answer. So you can remove that one, no problem. So that is 0. Ah, okay. Okay, okay, okay. That's correct. That's correct. Okay. Now, right. Everything is okay. Right. So now you know the meaning of actually what you need to understand here, the concept that you can use to convert a particular value to scientific, right? Okay, I'm going to stop share. So then again, I move to the lecture, right? So you need to do this Excel exercise, right? Right. So I'll give you a few minutes. Can you do this one? Could you please do this one? I'll give you time, right? Now it's 9. Okay, you start and do this one. I'll give you a maximum 15 minutes. Enough? Is it enough? Okay, okay, you start. So 9:15, I start again, right? So once you complete this one. Okay, so now Erosh, right? Who's the name? Who's this? I think can't see the number. Inosh or Inosha. I can't see the rest of the text. So could you please share and show me the output? So I randomly check few outputs, then I can move forward. Is it okay? Zero 043. Can you share the screen and show me the output and show others to your output? So that is really important, and then others can also get an idea. Those who didn't complete this one. So this is the very basic thing. 043. Can you do that? No, it's better if you can share the screen, right? So okay, I checked that one. Okay, you have completed 078. Sajani. So can you do that? Hello, Sajani. Screenshot. What's that? I am going to check that screenshot. So what is the first one? First one, actually you need to start Excel program and create a new workbook. One more message. Okay. So how you need to start your Excel? The first thing, according to your operating system, it depends, right? So in my case, so this is Windows 11 computer, and I have put Microsoft Excel in my taskbar. Then by using single click, I can quickly get this Microsoft Excel, right? So or else you can open Microsoft Excel like this. So I'll show you, because the initial step you need to open Microsoft Excel. Those who don't know how to open Microsoft Excel, I'll tell you how you can do that. So based on your operating system, maybe Windows 7, 8, 8.1, 10, then 11, right? So according to your operating system, it depends. So if you are using Microsoft Windows operating system as Windows 8, So then you need to search on your right hand side. There is a search box, and then you can find you need to type Microsoft Excel and you can get the application. So Windows 10, in your start menu there is a search box, and then you can search Excel, then you can open Excel, right? So in Windows 11 here, this is the way you can open Microsoft Excel if you didn't put a shortcut on your desktop. So how you can open that one? You need to type Excel, right? So here you can see Excel app is here. So then you need to click on this app, right? So this one. Then simply you can open Microsoft Excel. That is how you can open Microsoft Excel. And here you can see, so those are the recent documents that I have been working with. And here, so this is the blank document. So I can start with, I can start from the scratch. So I select this blank workbook, right? So this is how you can open Microsoft Excel, right? So here you can see the name of the file, that is book one, but I didn't save this one yet. So that's why they have mentioned this one as book one, right? So that is how you open your Excel initial step. Then type 5 text in cell A1. So where's the A1 cell? This one, right? A1.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we can't hear your screen share, sir.
Okay. Because I need to share the entire screen, then it would be okay. Now is it okay? Is it okay? Right?
Okay.
Okay. Right. So again, I'll show you. I'm going to close. So your feedback is really important, and otherwise I don't know, because sometimes if that happens, you need to you can send me a text, or then you can speak up using your microphone, right? So that is really important, and that's good. Okay, so I told you how you can open Microsoft Excel. Again, I'll show you. So this is my computer, is a Windows 11 operating system based computer, and in this computer, actually I have put that application on my taskbar here. By using single click, I can open. So, but by default, it is not available here, right? So I put this one here. So how you can open Microsoft Excel is just you need to click on this start button, right? So then you can see this box, right? So this search box, and here you need to search Excel. This is for those who don't know how to open Excel, right? So there may be some students, they don't know how you can how they can open Microsoft Excel, right? So that's why I'm going to show this one, right? So then click on this Excel app, then you can open, right? So here you can see all the previous work. So this much of documents I have been working with, right? So these are the previous documents. And here, so here you can see blank workbook. So click on this one. So because I'm going to start from the scratch, right? That means I use this blank document, and then I can do whatever the thing I need. So I click on that, then I can open this one. And here you can see book one as the name of this document, because I didn't save this document, right? So once I save this document with a particular name, so then that name will be displayed here, right? So this is the Microsoft Excel application interface, right? So then I'm going to put it here.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
We couldn't see, sir. We can only see my computer desktop.
Oh, what's that? I
We
share my
couldn't see my
entire
Excel
screen.
page.
Now, Can you see everything?
Now, okay.
Okay, so I'll show you how you can open the Excel. Just in here, this is my Windows 11 computer, and just search Excel uh, here and then open, right? So very simple. And this is my blank document. And so this is how you can open that one. So I'm going to close this one because I have already opened this one. So here, the first thing I did, right? How to open Microsoft Excel workbook, right? So I have created that one, and then type text 5 in cell A1, right? Type text 5, A1. This is A, this is 1. So then this is A1. So you need to type 5 text, right? So because it is a text, it says left aligned, right? So, and some of the students have done that one, right? What's that? No, not this one. And I had another Excel sheet. I need to check that one also. The only one. Anyway, I cannot open your documents that you have sent to me. Why is that? Is it your problem or is it my problem? Because I cannot check these ones because I don't know the reason. Anyway, I'm going to check this one again. Now see. Anyway, I don't know why. I think that is the fault of this application, right? So that is not your fault. And send me the screenshots, by the way. So only one screenshot I got. Everyone should send, right? Only few I got. Rename those files with the index number. That is really important, and that is really easy to identify, right? So this is just only a practical, very few practical, and so very small one. That is, I'm not going to consider this one as exam material, right? But You need to send this one, then I can get an idea how you have done that one, right? I cannot open Excel sheets. That is the problem. Anyway, you send me, then I can leisurely open, right? So there is a problem of the Excel application, right? I will check those things later. Because of the problem of Excel application, sometimes there may be some troubles. Anyway, no problem. So here you need to type this one, right? In cell A1, because it's a text and it's it stays left aligned, right? I'll do few file new. Right, so it is, you can see it's left aligned, right? Because it's a text, right? And it stays left aligned. So type 12.75 in B1. 12.75 12.75 in B1, right? So it is right aligned because it's a numeric value. Type the next value is, where's the place? B1, right? In C1, next value is 2 over 13. This one. What's that? Okay, send me. So that is a date, right? That is right aligned. 13th February. Then type 12:15 p.m. in D1. 12:15. 12:15 p.m. and need to put a space here, then press enter, right? So here, because it's a time and it has been right aligned, right? Because it's the time. Now if I type 5:10 a.m. in cell E1, 5:10, right? 5:10 a.m. without space, right? So this time I'm not going to put a space, right? So then I'm going to enter. What happens? Because you enter time without space before a.m., right? So here you can see there is no space between 5:10 and a.m. Then Excel left align the time because Excel thinks it's a text, right? So that's why it has been aligned, left aligned, right? So then type March 3, 2014 in Excel, in cell F1, this one, March space 3, then 2014, and press enter, right? So here you can see, because you entered a date without comma after the day. So here you can see this is the day and you cannot see any comma here, right? So Excel left align the date because Excel thinks this is a text, right? So then, and you need to change the name on the sheet 1 tab to data types, right? So you know how you can rename this one. This is my zoom controls and I need to put it here. So this is sheet 1, right? So change the name on the sheet 1 tab to data types. Right click on here, right? And then you can rename this one data types. Data types, data types, and press enter, right? And you can save the workbook, right? So what's that? Sorry, sir. For what? Okay. I'll explain the fourth question again. Type 2/13 in cell C1, right? So where's the C1? This one. So I'm going to remove the content in C1. Okay, now nothing is there, right? So this is C1. And inside the C1, I need to enter 2/13, right? This one. And here, then you need to press enter, right? So here you can see the same value I have entered, 2/13 in cell C1, because it is a date, right? So because it's a date and it is right aligned. So if I press my enter key, then you can see this value. Is it okay? Those who have asked this question, who's this? Okay. So then I think you know how to rename your worksheets. Just right click on the here you can see your worksheet and then right click on that. Okay. Sorry, so it's a mistake. Okay. Okay. Right. So then uh, when we are talking about mathematics, right? So usually, so in D1, I can't type PM like yours. What's that? D1. Why? What's the problem? You need to, you can use shift key to capitalize, right? Letter P and M. Then you should be able to type and check whether before you type the data type of that column. So, right? So now here you can see initially it should be in general, right? So then you type, so then you will be able to type 043. Is it okay? Okay. So when we are talking about mathematics, so the very important thing is there, that is operator precedence, right? So now we are talking about operator precedence, and but before that, another question. So, sir, when I entered 2/13 in my spreadsheet, after pressing the enter, it shows 1/4 as my screenshot. Why is that? So check whether you have properly format your data type. So that means initially if you change your data types of your document, that means your worksheet, so then sometimes there may be troubles. Initially it should be in general, right? So general, that is the data type, initial data type, and then after you type whatever the thing you can type, then you will be able to see the output like that, right? So then you should get correct output, otherwise sometimes there may be some troubles. And what is the version you are using? Which version you are using? I'm asking from 059. No, I'm asking Excel version, not the operating system. Mm, 2012. 12. I need to check that one little bit, right? So I cannot give exact answer now. And how about others? How about others? Did it correctly? Other students we have, because more than 100 students are there, no? So okay, I'll check that one. Okay. And without having any problems, uh, can you get this kind of output?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
How can we send it?
That means you need to send your screenshot to me, right?
How can we send it in chat?
Yes. So you can see this inside the actually the right side of the chat box. There is a file button here, right? So with an emoji, before the emoji, you can see that file button. Then you click on that. Then you can select whatever the place you saved your screenshot or the Excel sheet. Then select that one and then open. Then you can send it to me.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I sent my one to you in private chat. Can you look after that?
Okay, I'll check. I can check that one. And will you be able to get the output like my one?
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to get the output like the same as I did?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have no problems, right?
No, sir.
Okay. So then how about others? Because this is a very basic thing. If you don't know these basic things, sometimes actually really difficult to go forward with complex calculations and some scientific stuff. So that's why I have still staying in this slide and you all to encourage to do this one. Okay, send me and I save your works and then I check, right? And others, those who complete this one without having any problems, and then send me your responses. At least we did without having any problems and we got the answer as you did. Tell me that one at least, so then I can imagine how many students have done this one correctly, and how many students are having some problems. So that is really important feedback for me. And another response came, so I'm going to check that one. So many problems in your Excel, right? So the first thing you need to uh, create your Excel application that you can use, right? So then quickly do, right? So because next time I do so many complex calculations, so then your Microsoft Excel should work, right? So it says product activation failed. So then you need to activate your Microsoft Office package, right? So if you search on Google, if you search on YouTube, you can find some uh, how you can activate your Windows Office package, right? So okay, so this kind of who's this 002? Yes, really good. You have done that one without having any problems, right? So okay, yes. Okay, no problem. If we have done that, and that is okay, right? So, and those who are having troubles for activating the Windows, I think some of the students know how such kind of activations can be done, and both paid and free methods available in the internet. And I ask others to help them to activate those Windows packages, right? So students who can do that, so then support your friends, and then it's really important for all the students, right? So share your knowledge, share your experience, and help to others to activate these Office packages, right? Okay. And some of the students are having laptop problems. That means some of the students are having computers with problems, and some of them are broken. Okay, anyway, uh, if you have done that correctly, that is okay, right? So now, actually, I was talking about operator precedence in the context of the mathematics. Here the operator precedence is really important, right? So here you can see uh, operators first thing, right? So this is the addition operator, then subtraction operator, then multiplication and division and exponential, that is the power operator. So these are the basic operators that we usually use when we do some mathematical calculations. Here, so you can see the precedence of these operators. That means there is a particular order that we can apply those operators. The first one is brackets, right? So you can see here uh, brackets. Then the second precedence is exponential or the power operator. Then third precedence is multiplication and division. And fourth precedence is addition and subtraction, right? So here you can see particular calculation, right? So 5 plus 2, right? So 5 plus 2, then 3 to the power 2, right? So this one is 3 to the power 2, right? So here, if you do this calculation, you will be able to get the answer as 23, right? So how you get that? You can see here, right? So if you consider this example, and one more chat is there. Okay, so many problems are there. So try to solve your problems, right? So because if you come to the university, then you can solve these issues with the help of your friends and the technical stuff and everything, right? So, but if you are staying at your home, then if you are having nearby friends, or if you can access Google, then you will be able to find some solutions, right? Because this time actually we have no way to come to the university, because you are still in homes, I think, right? So before come to the university, you need to solve your problems, right? So here, so I was talking about how you do the calculations. Here you can see 9, so that means 3 to the power 2, that is 9. And then here you can see, right, 9 into 2, that is 18, and 18 plus 5, that is 23. That is how you calculate this mathematical formula. So here you can see the another example, and the answer is 10, right? So the answer is 10 here, right? Okay, now consider this example here. So according to the operator precedence, you can see here the same question, right? The same question you can see here, the same thing. 5 plus 2 multiplied by 3 into 2, that means 3 to the power 2 divided by 6 minus 3, right? And the same mathematical formula is there, but you can see here another extra 2 brackets are there. Because of these brackets, the answer has been changed. Here you can see 5, but here you can see 11. Because of the operator precedence, you know the first preference will be given to the brackets. Here you can see brackets, and hence we need to solve this part first. But here in this example, you cannot see any brackets. So then we need to give our precedence or the preference to the second uh, operator, that is the exponential here. So then we need to solve this part first, right? So that is 9, right? So then the multiplication, right? So then likewise division and addition and subtraction. So then you can get 5, and here because of these brackets, the answer has been changed, because we need to solve this part first. 6 minus 3, right? So that is 3, and then we need to go to this 2 to the 3 to the power 2 value, right? So here this part we need to solve then after solving the brackets, because according to the operator precedence, you can see here the second preference will be given to the exponential. So then I have solved this part here, 2 to the 3 to the power 2, that is 9, and then multiplication, that is 18, and then division, 18 divided by 3, then that is 6, and then finally 5 plus 6, that is that means the last preference has been given to this addition. Then the answer is 11. So is it okay? Is it okay? That is operator precedence, and that is really important in Excel, and as well as so other mathematical calculations. So you need to use this operator precedence when you are doing any mathematical calculation, and if a particular formula contains multiple operators, right? Okay, any problems? So I'm waiting for your response. So
Okay, sir.
okay, right? So that is the first part of the Excel, and we have I think 3 more lectures I'm having. Just I am going to check that one. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to check. Excel. Yes, I did the first lecture, and you have 3 lectures for Excel, right? So next day I continue with the second part. So the second part contains actually, I think, formulas. Let's see that one also. Okay. So some of the basic stuff is there. So these things I can do when I prepare the next session, right? Yes. Yes, this is just not only for Excel, right? So this is the universal rule, right? So you know that one. So the same universal rule has been applied to the Excel also, because when you are going to solve a particular mathematical operation or mathematical calculation, so then you need to give the precedence to the each and every operator. Otherwise, you will get a wrong answer, right? So that is the universal rule. Yes, right? So the answer for this question is yes. Okay, right? So anything? And last time actually I gave you all the notes, right? So and at that time actually the afternoon I had an examination duty. Because of that, I could not complete the conversion, video conversion, because I need to convert your Zoom videos before upload, right? So Zoom actually, it does not apply it automatically. We need to manually convert, right? So because last time actually afternoon I had an exam duty, so then I had to go to that one. So therefore I could not be able to complete the video conversion. So then I'll send you all the videos once I finished the conversion, right? So then today one also I can give, because now I'm staying in my home, and today record I will give you, right? And rest of the recordings will be given tomorrow. And I think you all got the lecture slides, right? So for the first section, that means the basic. So I have sent that one to your batch representative, right? So through that you can get. Now, no problems, isn't it? Or any problems? So if you do not have any questions, then I can wind up the session, right? So again, we can meet next day. So I am waiting for your questions, and then I can wind up the session. No questions? Still not. And how about the session today? Is it okay? Is it a problem? So you can save your Excel sheet, and then inside the chat box you can see this little document icon. Then you need to click on that. Then you can find whatever the location you have saved your Excel sheet or the image. Then you can select that one, and then you can send that one to me, right? So that is how you can do that. It's okay. Okay, your feedback is really important, and based on your feedback, I will prepare the next sessions. And last time actually there were so many connection issues, and again because of you, I had to buy again my old SLT connection even, right? So I removed that one, but last time, and because I got a dial-up 4G connection, and because by using that connection actually I couldn't conduct online lectures, and last time you feel the experience, and I have to not to conduct the session at that time. And again I called the telecom and I got my previous SLT connection, and now it's okay. I think you have no troubles today with the connections. So is this my friend's screenshot? I didn't get your friend's screenshot, so send me, then I can check that one. I don't know your friend, right? Okay, then I can wind up, right? Okay. So then we can meet next day again, right? So I'm going to stop share. Now I'm going to end the session, right? Okay, thank you. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.